know you're busy getting things together for the holidays, checking lists, finding out who's coming. So that's why we start this week's Explore Tulsa with laughs to look forward to from the first class.
Then time for some good eats.
Followed by a place for a nice cat nap.
Plus party people in the house.
Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. Thanks for taking a break from your holiday planning to visit with us on this week's Explore Tulsa.
Now, Trish, it's time to jump back into the Wayback Machine. Take a little visit to 1961.
That was the year that President Kennedy announced the Apollo campaign and promised to put a man on the moon by the 1960s.
And we did just that, too, in July 20th, 1969. But before then, President Kennedy stopped in to visit the OK State and to dedicate Oklahoma Highway 103.
1961 would also be the first year that McLain High School would present a graduating class.
Many of those first grads and teachers you're going to find each week having a few laughs at the Jenks Restaurant.
Fred and I used to just meet here for coffee, and Shirley's and Alan had a reunion, and they asked us what we did, and so we told them, well, we go over to Jimmy Copeland's and have coffee every week.
And we'll say, well, we'd like to join you. And from that point, we invited friends to come with us, and it just gradually grew and grew.
And the next week, they came over with 2 or 3, and finally it's grown into sometimes we've had 34, 35 kids here. So
not only do I look forward to it every Tuesday, our girls look forward to it because they enjoy the people. All the people that are in the group, they have a ball. I mean, they're in the same mood every week.
I was a physical education teacher and a wrestling coach. Jim was in my PE classes, and then he came out for wrestling also. Well, he's a little bit better at cooking maybe than he was at wrestling.
A wonderful, wonderful class. We all just loved each other. We had a good time, and we had a football team and we had cheerleaders. We didn't win a lot, but we sure had fun.
We moved back here when I retired, and this group is quite unique because you have 3 or 4 teachers who come about every Tuesday, and then all of these students. Now, they appeared to be a lot younger than us back then, but now it's not, the gap has closed a little bit.
We're unique insofar as 85 or 86% of our graduating class at McLain started kindergarten together. And this guy was at my first birthday party. She was at my first birthday party. So we go back a lot of years.
It's a blast. It is. Everybody knows, keeps up with everybody. It's just easy on your mind here. And
I coached football, basketball, baseball, and swimming, and stayed there for 3 years. After coaching in high school, I went to college coaching for a while, then went to the NFL, and was in the NFL until I retired and stayed about 40 years with the Dolphins, the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Rams, and the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I'm kind of the Fonzie of this class, I like the girls at that time. Of course, I've been married now for 51 years, so that ended a long time ago.
This is the first boy I ever kissed, and we were playing spin the bottle, and we were on the front porch, and we didn't have the nerve to kiss each other because we were only 13. And my dad comes outside and he says, "Well, if you're going to kiss him, damn it, and you get back in the house." So that's our funny little story.
That's right.
They changed their looks, obviously, but not personality-wise. They're still the same people, who I always enjoyed.
our looks have changed. I think all of our noses are bigger. I don't know why your nose gets bigger, but in the inside, you're still the same person.
You know, there's so many of us that have kept in touch all of these years, and a lot of our friends later friends, find it so strange that people get together with friends that they've had for 60 years or more, and it's just perfectly normal for us.
It's just wonderful just to see your classmates and your teachers at this age especially. I think we have just as much fun now as we did back then.
those old memories were pleasant memories. And that's what they get out of it. You know, it's not easy. I'm 71 years old myself. It's not easy getting older and being limited to the things you can do. But when you come and visit these people, you're the same 18-year-old that you were, 50 some odd years ago. So that's the reason I like it. That's the reason I love it, truly.
That bunch was full of class clowns.
That means you probably fit right in. If you were a part of those early McLain High graduating classes, I'm sure they'd love to see you for breakfast. Just stop in any Tuesday morning at the Jenks Restaurant on Main Street.
We spent so much time having fun with the reunion folks, we forgot to talk to Jim about the restaurant food and clocks.
No worries, Stevie. We'll catch up with Jim and find out how he and his wife Shin came to create one of Jenks' little treasures when we come back with more Explore Tulsa.
John Erling with Voices of Oklahoma. Our great state has been home to countless individuals whose place in history has been earned through each of their many accomplishments. Voices of Oklahoma's mission is to preserve their story in an oral history presentation like none other. Accounts direct from famous Oklahomans, political figures, and many others who have left their indelible mark on the development, history, and future of Oklahoma. So please, treat yourself by listening to those who are the voices of Oklahoma.
Where were you on the night in question?
I was at Video Revolution. They're open till 7 Monday through Friday, 6 on Saturdays, and 5 on Sunday.
Is there anyone that can testify to the accuracy of your story?
Yeah. All the salespeople were caring and friendly, and they knew everything about home entertainment, all my home entertainment needs, and from HD TVs to camcorders and 3D TVs.
The evidence all points to Sony choosing Video Revolution for major growth as an Oklahoma independent retailer. Video Revolution even offers a 30-day lowest price money-back guarantee. The facts are evident, with features and prices you won't find at a big box store. My investigation is proof positive for the best service before and even after the sale. It would be a crime not to stop by Video Revolution.
Hi again. We're so very happy to see you back with us for more Explore Tulsa.
Jenks America is known to be home to many great things.
Like the Trojans working their way through the playoffs once again.
And there's all the shopping down the Main Street.
Ooh, and shopping can work up quite the appetite.
Oh, you better believe it can. And I believe it's important to eat first before all the money's gone.
So if you follow Stevie's plan, then you'll want to stop in at the Jenks Restaurant where Jim and his wife Shin offer up some of the best pancakes ever.
Jim's restaurant here, the Jenks Restaurant, is kind of a home type of restaurant, and Jimmy is an exquisite host.
It's amazing as far as the food is concerned and the hospitality of the staff and Jimmy and Shin and their whole staff. It's not just a down-home country cooking place, it's a down-home hospitality place, and they make everybody feel comfortable.
Well, we wanted the restaurant to have the appearance of a family operation where you could come in a tuxedo or you could come in gym shorts and everybody would be comfortable. So we wanted it clean and neat. Wanted to put in some lighter colors because it was pretty dark here, and so we lightened up and put in an extensive menu, which is about 3 times probably as big as any menu a restaurant this size should have. But we try to utilize all the food in all different ways that we can in order to provide different items for the people. And the sanitation, of course, is ultimate. And so we work very hard to keep it clean and organized. And our people that work for us, they do very well. And they do well because the customers like them, they like the food. And, well, my wife and I make just about everything here. Now, we do buy some products that after all these years we know which products are the best, but we have pancake batter that is probably as good as you'll ever find, and we make it fresh every day. We whip eggs for 20 minutes before we ever add the other ingredients to it, and our pancakes are light and fluffy and very tasty. Our French toast is made from a crepe batter rather than just a regular egg dip batter. And it's very tasty, and our waffle batter is our own recipe, which we make up daily. We have regular waffles, and those are the premier breakfast items, with the exception of our omelets. We sell a tremendous amount of omelets because we put a lot of ingredients in them. They're whipped up real tall, and they come out looking really nice. And so we sell a tremendous amount of omelets. So even in lunch and dinner time, we sell lots of omelets. Well, met my wife Shin in El Paso, Texas in 1980. And we've been together ever since. And she got in the restaurant business with me at that time. So I guess from 80 to now, it's about 35 years of experience that she has in the restaurant business with me. You know, I guess most people would think that'd be the most difficult thing in the world, and I don't, because when we go home at night, we don't have to spend an hour or two asking each other, well, what'd you do today? We're pretty well aware of what each one's done and how things went, and we know when we're upset, we know when we're not upset. So it's great working with her, being with her every day. And then lunchtime, my wife always makes up a daily special. I don't know what it is until it goes on the board every day, so it's not like we have a special item on the menu, you know what I mean? It's something that she's gonna make every day, and it'll be anything from Salisbury steak to beef tips and noodles and enchilada pie, baked meatloaf, you name it, she can just about whip it up. She's a great cook. And I saw these clocks, and it was real early in the time that I came here, within the first 6 months. And I looked at my wife after I saw these clocks, and they open up and they play music and they're gorgeous. And I thought, gosh, those would be pretty if we just had a few sitting around the restaurant so people could enjoy them while they're waiting for their food. And she said, we just bought a clock. And I said, well, I know we did, but so this went on for a while, and then finally I decided I'm going to order them, and I got in trouble. And I ordered an order of them, put them in the restaurant, put a sign up with them, said if you're interested in these, I'd be happy to order you one. And I started on one wall, and of course they went from that one wall all the way around the restaurant to the back room. And the crystal that's in these clocks is Swarovski crystal. They have genuine wood cases on them that they play up to 30 different songs. And they have a selection of Christmas music in them, so you can switch them over to Christmas and play Christmas throughout the holidays. They automatically go to the next song. You can go into restaurants and eat and enjoy it. But people come in here and it's like they're going over their families to have dinner.
Jim and his wife Shin have some great food for any time of the day and a clock that won't make you go cuckoo.
To learn more about their place and days and times that they're open, look for the Jenks Restaurant on Facebook.
So Trish, you have cats, right?
Yeah, Tina and Tom.
What are the holidays coming up? What do you do with them when you go out of town?
Well, some of my friends usually stop by and watch them, but I wish there was a place where I could leave them, so that way I knew they were getting to play while being well taken care of.
Well, there is in Bixby, and the Cat Shack is our next stop when we return with more Explore Tulsa.
I want to get a new TV. There's like 1,000 different brands, all with different features. I wish I could make sense of it all. What do you think is best?
You should go to Video Revolution. Their experts will tell you everything you need to know. They carry the latest LED and 4K TVs and will even install it and set it up for you too.
She's right. You wouldn't talk to anyone but your dentist about your bicuspid. So when it comes to home entertainment, only trust the experts at Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Hi, I'm Kat Graham with Barbie Cookies.
And I'm Kelly Stacy.
And you're watching Explore Tulsa.
If you're like Trish here, an absolute cat lover, then you'll be so glad you stuck around for more Explore Tulsa. Now, what do you want to bet when we get to the Cat Shack? Dana has on a Catwoman suit.
She's not going to be wearing a Catwoman suit. Dana cares for cats. She doesn't want to be one.
Those cats are little tricky critters. In order to care for them like Dana does, you got to get into their little heads and think and act like a cat.
No, you do not. Stop that. Dana has a lot of experience with all kinds of animals. And at the Cat Shack, she proves it by the way she cares for everyone's favorite furry friends.
A lot of people think cats are so independent. For years, that's been
theory. That's actually not true. They're very, very, very social. So they like to interact with us, they're humans, every day, just like your dog does. So when you leave for an extended period of time, they get bored, they get anxious, they don't understand, they certainly get lonely. Animals have been the center of my life since I was little, and got the unique opportunity at a young age to work with dolphins out of the country. That was in the Bahamas. It was for Bahamas Air Sea Rescue, and they had 3 dolphins. And it's just started from there. I've worked for veterinarians, I've done animal rescue, fostered animals, animal training, animal shows, assistant zookeeper. So animals are pretty much my life. This place started thanks to a little orange cat. I'm gonna get emotional because he just passed away. A little orange cat named Ferris, and I had him for 20 years. And whenever I would travel for business or vacation, it would stress me out. What do I do with Ferris? Where do I put him? I always thought if I could have my way, maybe someday when I retire, I'm gonna do just a boarding facility just for cats. And it just kind of fell in place. And it was one thing after another, and then here I am. The initial reaction is always, do you groom cats? Are you a veterinarian? And I just say, no, I board cats. I cater to the cat owner and the cat, make sure the cat is well taken care for, or make sure they're happy. And hopefully, if I do my job right, the owner will have peace of mind while they're traveling and not worry about Fluffy. Maybe one cat likes to be scratched on the head, but the other doesn't. They're all individuals and completely different, so there's never a boring day here at the Cat Shack. I truly do cater to each cat and try and figure out, well, this one likes a dangle toy, but this one just likes to be left alone, and this one likes catnip. So it's interesting to me to find out what each cat likes or enjoys. And a lot of times when the owner picks them up, I'll even send that little toy that the kitty loved home with them. If it'll make their home life more fun, then absolutely, I'll do it. The first room, I call that the kitten room. It has 2 full-length windows. There's a very active bird feeder out there. So the kitties in that room get to enjoy the window, the traffic. There's a lot of foot traffic on this street, birds, all kinds of stuff. So there's always something for them to watch out there. Plus they get the natural light. The next room is, I call it the fish room. It's got a big aquarium in there with a very large goldfish that I've had for many years. That room has all my extra large condos, the really large ones. There's also 24/7 cat TV in there, which is special TV for kitties. I know people find that hard to believe, and they do watch it. The condos, they're all vertical. Most of them have 5 levels, some of them have 6. They all have a cubby hole where the litter box goes, so you really don't see it. Hopefully you don't smell it. I have small ones, mediums, larges, extra larges. Each one has a different price, so hopefully there's something for everybody's budget in there. You can put multiple cats in a condo if you like. Some condos have adjoining windows, so kitties can pass through into the next condo. They're just, it's kind of like a big habit trail, and I can set it up depending on what the owner wants to have for their kitty. I hope they like me because I'm the bringer of food and toys, and you know, some of them are a little skittish at first because you're changing their whole environment when you bring them here. You're taking them out of their home and putting them in a new place. So I just very careful, just cater to them, give them whatever they need that's going to make them feel comfortable. And the key word here is to relax. You want a calm, relaxed kitty.
I really thought that she was going to be wearing a cat suit. But I do like the stuffed animal lion that she had in the lobby.
Oh, wow. Glad you were staying focused, Stevie. If you'd like to learn more about how to set your favorite kitty up for a vacation, visit thecatshack.com.
That lion reminds me of a real lion that ate a comedian. Did you hear about that?
Oh my gosh, no, what happened?
He ended up feeling a little funny.
Ooh, I hope you can keep that wit about you when you're planning the Explore Tulsa Christmas party.
I've already got the perfect idea, and it's sure to be a hit at the party.
Ooh, you're not gonna try to be a one-man band again, are you?
No, but I have gotten a whole lot better since last year.
So, what do you have planned for this year?
We're bringing in Tulsa flip books.
Oh, is that a band?
No, it's a very cool new thing to do at parties. It's kind of hard to explain, so why don't we just show everyone next on Explore Tulsa? Hey, it's Stevie from Explore Tulsa with my friend and optometrist for many years, Dr. Robert Zellner. Tell everybody why it's so good to come in to see you.
Well, that's a great question. Let's see, we've got two great locations. We try to stay cutting edge at every point along the way because let's face it, everybody wants to come in and get taken care of in a timely fashion and get the latest, greatest stuff and save some money and get on with their life. And see clearly.
And if you don't believe it, look on the website.
Absolutely, drzellner.com. You can find that we have our two locations at 69th and Memorial and 3030 South Harvard, or you can give us a call at 749-2020 or 461-2020.
And I got 4 kids, and I gotta tell you, as a big family like that, it's affordable too.
Oh yes, and of course, the number one reason, you save some money. I mean, with our 2-pair specials, with our different unique packages that we put together, I mean, you can come in here and your money can go a lot farther than anywhere else.
And that's why with Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates, seeing is believing.
Oh, I like that, Stevie. Well done.
Hi, I'm Dick Bendel.
I'm Chris Bendel.
And I'm David Bendel.
And we're with La Maison.
And you're watching Explore Tulsa.
Maybe you're like me, always the life of the party. And you're looking for a great fun idea for your next party.
I heard you forced everyone to play Halloween Pictionary at your last party.
Once they got into it, everyone had a great time.
Really? Did they?
But this time, I'm gonna call on Tulsa Flip Books.
I have heard a lot of great things about them. You might finally have a great idea.
You better believe I do. And I'll let Caleb Taylor tell us how all the fun gets started.
We've worked in the industry as the wedding industry and the party planning industry for years now. And we kind of recognized the need where when we traveled to some of the bigger cities like Dallas or Kansas City, we couldn't find the same things we could find there here in Tulsa. So there was nobody doing flipbook booths in Tulsa like there were at some of the big cities. We've always had very outgoing, fun personalities. We love the party event industry, and so we wanted to be able to bring that to Tulsa because we felt Tulsa deserved something like this too. Well, there's no doubt, people are there to party. They want to have the party of the century. And so whether it's a wedding or even a corporate event or school parties, proms, people come with that mindset that they want to have fun, but then also people love being able to capture the moments of them having fun and share them with others. With the flipbook booth, you're actually able to walk away with a physical item that reminds you of just how fun that event was, that's customized to that event. And it's like a full scene that's coming to life. So, as far as the technology goes, it's kind of going back to how we used to make cartoons. I mean, you've probably seen videos of Walt Disney, when he's drawing Mickey Mouse. In order for it to work, you got to draw it hundreds of times and flip through it, and it looks like Mickey's running. That's how the flipbook works. You take 7 seconds of video, turns it into 60 individual photos, flip through them, and then that scene just comes to life. I think that Tulsa has been wanting something like this that's kind of more unique and brand new, really exciting for them. So all the events that we've done, we've worked with some large companies. Their attendees and their guests have just loved it. And that's where most of our business comes from, actually, is people that are at the events that say, hey, can you actually come and do this one in a few months? They just think it's fun because each guest walks away with their own booklet, and it just creates a fun atmosphere at the event. Each event that Tulsa Flipbooks goes to, we bring in and provide 2 flipbook gurus, as we call them, that go and one, their job is to print out all the flipbooks, cut them up, staple them, and give them to the individual people. And the other person's job is just to make sure that the energy at your event is super high. So we're telling people what skits would work best and making sure everything runs smoothly. There's no end to people's creativity for these skits, that's for sure. I've seen one that's really funny where we had 2 guys that they started off the camera, they started backing up into each other, they bumped into each other, looked at each other like they were mad, pushed, ended up giving a high five and hugging. And so you can see that whole skit unfold, and you can do hilarious skits with couples, where The guy sees the girl, he's never met her, goes up, steals a kiss, she slaps him, and then she kisses him back. There's just no end to the creativity of these skits. Well, one that's hilarious is one of the things people love about Tulsa Flipbooks is that you can fit a ton of people into the booth. So I think one of the go-to skits that people love is having like a line of people where nobody's on the screen at first, and then they come through one at a time with different props and costumes, because we provide a ton of customized props. And so that way you've got this group of people either doing like the Congo line or dancing or doing something, but then you can flip through it and see each person as they're walking across the screen. They think it's hilarious, they think it's amazing, and they start busting up laughing, because think of when you take a photo and you're always looking for yourself and your friends making funny faces, and it's hilarious. But then if you're able to actually flip through it and see the entire skit over and over again, they love it. And they generally turn right around, go back in the party and show 10 people, and then they get back in line. So it creates a contagious energy at the event.
We caught Trish doing the Macarena.
Give me that. If you'd like to have Caleb and his crew at your next party or event, visit TulsaFlipbooks.com to learn more.
Have another copy. You know, I used to be a photographer at Dillard.
Oh yeah? Why'd you quit?
I didn't. I got fired for always wanting to be in front of the camera.
Then I guess this is the perfect place for you. Stick around. There's more Explore Tulsa just ahead.
Hi, Dr. Robert Zellner here. For over 20 years, I've offered affordable, convenient eye care in Tulsa. Right now, you can get one pair of glasses or contact lenses starting at just $99, or my two-pair deal for $129. Hey, and as always, the eye exam's included. Walk-ins are always welcome. Glasses are ready in about an hour. Plus, we have over 2,000 frames to choose from. We're open 7 days a week. Come see why we're voted Tulsa's best. And our drive-thru at 69th and Memorial makes pickup simple and easy. For the best eye care value in Tulsa, Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates.
Hi, we're the Bryans here at Rick's Place, and you're watching Explore Tulsa.
Be sure and join us next week when we visit Rensport, learn all about Brian Thomas's love of Porsches.
Special thanks to the first graduating class of McLain High School. We really enjoyed you sharing your good times and memories with us.
Thanks too to Jim and Shin Copeland for whipping up the good food and showing us all those clogs at the Jenks Restaurant. And to Dana Wilson for making such a beautiful place for our kiddies to hang out with and play at the Cat Shack.
Also, thanks to Caleb Taylor and his partners for bringing the fun with Tulsa Flipbooks.
And remember, if you miss any of the show, you can always catch us at ExploreTulsa.com.
As always, each week we feature the people, places, and attractions that make us proud to call Tulsa our home.
Hey, don't forget to like us on Facebook. Share with us someone you think Tulsa should know more about.
Plus, remember, Explore Tulsa is brought to you by Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Stop by, say hello to Ron and all the guys for your home entertainment needs.
And Explore Tulsa is also proudly brought to you by Dr. Robert Zollner and Associates.
Home of the two-pair deal starting at just $99 with 2 locations, 3030 South Harvard and 69th and Memorial.
Well, that's all the time we have for you on this week's show, but we'll see you next week right here on Explore Tulsa.